welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Returning it from the 4. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll, He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas, and that guy is Geno Smith.
First down, Smith to throw. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. Second down.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They go play action. Here's Smith. Fires right away, but incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for Ashton
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Now the Raiders ready in for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Herbert on first down. That's caught. Keenan Allen at the 20. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Complete to Keenan Allen. 1st and goal, Chargers.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Leads to
That was it.
and goal.
That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
First carry here for the rookie from UNC. And the defense wins this round. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Taken down right now.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Couldn't get it the last two snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal. Herbert with a blitz coming. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal.
It's now.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on third down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Dicker connects there, and they're on the board.
Makes the score.
I'd say all in all,
Chargers
that's the exact
3,
type of start this
Raiders
team was
nothing.
looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. From the gun, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. Fourth pickup to their own 31. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 31. Short pass brought in. Escapes a defender. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Dumps it off to his running back. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that
effort. A gain of 10 yards. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll send him over right. Smith on first down. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Genty. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the first. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
Raiders 7, Chargers 3. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. From the 37. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. This one goes for 3 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 41. Herbert from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This is Allen on the give. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kick, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
From the 42. Is the in route complete? And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind the
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's running for it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Chargers will have a first.
A 4-yard pickup on it.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. From the red zone now. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They're running the option, short side. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. It's an air raid touchdown. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 3.
10, Raiders 7.
Kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Smith. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Carlson now to add one more.
The point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
Raiders 14, Chargers 10.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. It's on the out route. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First and 10, Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Chargers.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Herbert on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Second and 6 coming up here. Herbert to throw once more. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They motion a receiver left. On third down, Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he'll go down here at the 16. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up an LA first down.
Los Angeles.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert now. To the edge of the end zone. It's incomplete. Ooh, tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
A 33-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there, and then cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the option, it's Shenty. And he's out of bounds, up in his own 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Now Smith taking off with it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
From the gun, Smith. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, ball at the 36. Giving this to Genty. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's second and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Out of the gun, here's Smith. On the move, headed right. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
On the sneak, it's Smith. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Smith gonna keep it again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders grow the lead to 7. Geno Smith with a touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders grow their lead to 8.
Raiders 21, Chargers 13.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For the Raiders.
He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Herbert. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jeanty. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders looking for a bigger lead before the break. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for Raiders first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them? Give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
18.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. And again, it's Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's good for another Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Jeanty from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's 2nd and goal. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders lead by 15 now.
Raiders 28, Chargers 13.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Las Vegas.
On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes out a one-stop.
Darius Davis.
The Chargers and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. First call here coming from the shotgun. Herbert from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Dicker connects there. They're doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
Raiders 28,
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Carlson, all set now for the kickoff.
For the Raiders.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chargers take over.
Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Tight end in motion right. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
They motion the tight end over. Here he is on 3rd and long. Look, Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Jump off caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Smith to the air now. Gets this one to Myers. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th
Wow,
down.
it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Las Vegas sends out the punt team.
For the Raiders.
And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Could make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Hits him on the out route. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
The Raiders going nickel on this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Searches from the pocket. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just caught.
On now comes their punter. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Raiders take
Out
over
comes
1st
Las
and
Vegas
10
on offense.
at their own
And
35-yard
unsurprisingly, Brock, a
line.
great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And off to Genty. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another give here to Genty. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 2. brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith setting the throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Jack Bett.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit.
For the Raiders.
It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Well, a lot of effort there, Parker, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give up the guns, it's Genty. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by Deion Henley.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
47-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now they send their back in motion right. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Deion Henley on the tackle. Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Smith. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chargers.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, Herbert. He drops it down to Harris. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and 6 now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing from the gun here. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Tiburon now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers trim the deficit down to 5.
Chargers 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to Genty. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
The gun. Here's Smith. He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Again to Genty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. Taken in by Tucker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And in for the touchdown. The Raiders take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders push the lead up to 12.
Raiders 35, Chargers 23.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
On return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Lad McConkey. 38 yards on the play. And the Chargers 1st down.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
It's Herbert once more. Has it in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Tiburon now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers trim the deficit down to 5.
Chargers 30.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for Raiders 1st.
Las Vegas 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
yards on the play. That's another Raiders first down. First and 10
That is what elite
49-yard
offenses
line.
are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll toss it. Genty. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Hits him on the end route. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Las Vegas.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in coverage, but that catch really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
On first down, Genty. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 23-yard line.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on second down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders with a 5-point lead. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Giving this to Genty. And he'll get them enough for a first down. That is 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning. We've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running back sent in motion left. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Juke the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 20.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
And that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Throw reeled in by Allen. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here he is to throw. That throw finds Johnston. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st down, Chargers.
Here he goes, one final shot. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they make the stop. This ball game's over. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.